You could argue Eminem was the best rapper of the 2000s.
You could. I was gonna say it would be like him and Jay-Z.
And Kanye.
Would you put Kanye on?
What is going on, everyone? This is John here with my boy Lee, and this is another installment of the We Would Have Talked About It podcast. Lee, how's it going, man?
What up, man? I'm doing good. Thanksgiving just passed.
Yeah, man.
I'm pretty full. I didn't have a traditional. We had turkey. That's about it. Then we made some like pancit and some lumpia. That was it. It was just me and my parents, so like it was something simple.
Bro, you should have set some aside and mailed it to me, man.
Damn, I don't know. I think if I ever did, I would freeze like the lumpia rolls for you and package it correctly, and then send those to you. Where it's like uncooked yet, where it's just kind of like the wrap.
Where I can like fry
and
it.
Then you fry. I think that would be the most optimal way to do it in terms of sending you stuff. I feel like if I sent you like pancit in a box, that would be weird.
I mean, it kinda, but it's fun.
Yeah, I bet it would smell weird if you opened it, and it would look weird. Like, yeah, we're not trying to do that.
I'll take some lumpia though. I mean, that's
man, and I'll send you some frozen lumpia. That would be funny,
man. Dude, you're making me think about all the Filipino food I haven't had in a long time.
Oh, dude, freaking okay. So, side note, how long do you wait until like you throw away leftovers from Thanksgiving? Like,
Dude,
if you have like
week.
leftovers, a week.
A week.
I think we do. I want to say like 4 days max. That's low key like a week, right? Like just straight up 7 days. I think it depends. Like what the pie could last a while.
It depends.
The turkey could kind of last a while.
It depends on what it is.
Yeah, facts. Like, I feel like the mashed potatoes, stuffing, and like some of the vegetables, that shit goes out quick. Like you got to eat that quicker because they'll like get all weird.
Bro, dude, I've had stuffing like 5-6 days after, and it's
word.
Fine. But like mashed potatoes are a little suspect, especially if you're gonna have a gravy to go with it. Veggies, depending on the veggie, could like go bad really quick.
Yeah.
But dude,
sometimes it just looks weird too. Like it might be good, but like when you look at the leftovers and you're like, oh, this shit look weird.
It depends on what is made.
Yeah.
Cause like I've had some people make macaroni and cheese and it not look good like 2 days later. And you're just like, yeah, I'm not touching that. And then you're just off and eating like the same 3 or 4 fucking, excuse my language, the same 3 or 4 dishes.
Yeah.
Every time you're gonna have leftovers, and then you have like 2 or 3 that are just sitting there like not getting any form of love. And then you have to throw them out because they're bad.
Damn, it's gonna be Christmas next.
Dude,
freaking
less than a month away.
Goes by so fast. You know what song always plays on Christmas that I enjoy?
Which one?
Is Mariah Carey's, like, her Christmas song.
Everyone listens to that, man. Dude, let me tell you, I was driving back from my buddy's house on Thanksgiving, and literally I turned the radio on while I was waiting for my phone to sync to my car. Literally 3 fucking radio stations, man, had Mariah Carey's "All I Want for Christmas Is You" playing, and I'm like,
damn, already?
Yeah, it's like Thanksgiving's not even over, and you're out here playing Mariah Carey's "All I Want for Christmas." Like,
dang,
dude, give me a break, man.
Fun fact: Mariah Carey gets paid like $500,000 in royalties every year on that song. Dude, she don't got to do shit for the rest of her life.
Good for her.
For the most, I guess it depends on your expenses. It depends, like, if she's living ballin', like, yeah, $500K might not be enough for her expenses, but $500K to not do shit after one song you made that one time.
But like,
that's the dream.
$500K and it only gets played like 2 months out of the year. Like not even 2 months, like a month and a half out of the year.
Banger though,
dude. She deserves.
Low-key, Christmas isn't Christmas without "All I Want for Christmas Is You." Like, I mean, if you didn't hear that song, you know what I'm saying? Like,
you know how long people went celebrating Christmas without Mariah Carey releasing that song?
A really long time.
A really long time.
Wasn't Christmas like invented like in Roman times? Pretty much, like it's a Roman thing traditionally. I don't know. That's back in the day, and the Romans were all like, "Man, there's just something missing about Christmas. I don't know what it is. Play a song. No, that's not it." That harp sucks.
It's like, man, I don't need a guy chanting Christmas music. I need something else. I'm not feeling it.
Every year before Christmas, it was just like it just wasn't right.
And then Mariah Carey drops that, and you're just like, bam, everything's right with the world.
You know what else dropped? That Mariah Carey dropped?
What?
Emancipation of Mimi. That was a solid 2000s album.
Damn. That's a real.
We Belong Together. That's a solid slow jam. Or is it? I don't even know. I think is that like a slow jam or like a R&B ballad? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, We Belong Together.
It fits into both. I feel like it's one of those songs. It's such a good song that like you can't really like put it in like one lane or another.
Yeah.
Because it technically is a ballad. Because she be hitting the notes.
Yeah.
But it is like a slow song. Because I remember being in like middle school, having that being one of the songs that you dance to.
For your slow jam songs?
Yeah, dude, for like a slow jam.
Oh, fuck. I remember Chris Brown dropped With You, like, and then that was always the go-to slow jam at like school dances. You know, there's never any other time in your life where you slow dance other than school dances. Like
Your
once
wedding?
you graduate, I guess, yeah, but like there's no any other time like between like slow like that and like your wedding or in public. I guess if you go to like an R&B club or like a place where they play jazz or some shit, like you don't really slow dance in public like that.
You could make opportunities to do that, but like it has to. There's no like organic setting for that to happen.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you could do it like on your own, like shit, or like you make a romantic setting.
Like if you had like a fancy, like if you had like a super fancy dinner and then someone's playing music and you're just like, oh yeah, why you gotta bring up Mariah Carey for, man?
I don't know. It's just Christmas. Then all I want for you is Christmas. Or yeah, all I want for you is Christmas. This Mariah Carey song. But man, 2000s were a whole ass time though for like music.
Bro, dude, I feel like a lot of like my musical preferences are because of music I listened to in the 2000s.
Yeah, definitely like influenced like as like when we were kids.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Like, cause like I'll be honest, like as a kid, you're not really paying attention to music till like you're like 6 or 7.
Yeah, I mean, like, you know, music, I think from like a child where it's like it gets to like Sesame Street type things or like nursery rhymes.
You get that banger of an intro song from Arthur.
For me, I think it was like freaking yeah, it's funny. Yeah, the intro songs were fire. Shouts out the Pokemon intro song.
Dude, shout out to Pokemon. Dude, Caillou. Oh man.
But I think for me, like I want to say like 4th grade, no, like 3rd grade. My friend had the Eminem show, and then
really good album.
He just had it. Like, mind you, I feel like no one at 3rd grade should probably be listening to the Eminem show, but a lot of us did. And then I think he showed me. I forgot what song.
I know way too many people that listen to the Eminem show.
Yeah,
so, like
I think the Real Slim Shady was on there. Like, you know, the Real Slim Shady song. And then I was like, what is this? Then he was like, oh, it's Eminem, man. And then like I think that was like one of my first introductions to like rap. And then he told me about like MTV and stuff. Or no, I think I actually first knew about MTV was when I went to my neighbor's house and like his older cousin was watching like music videos on MTV. And I was like, oh, what is this? What is all this music stuff? And I think that's like my first just like exposure to like all of like the music from like the 2000s.
Wait, was the Real Slim Shady on the Marshall Mathers LP?
Maybe it was that and not the Eminem show.
I think you're thinking of My Name Is.
Yeah. That's what I meant. Like, this is one of those. It was one of those Eminem songs.
Dude, there's just so many albums. Like, just thinking back to like, cause like, okay, I grew up, you know, growing up, I was like the youngest for a while. And like my brothers and my sisters, like my brother and my sisters all had different tastes in music. So like growing up, I always had like something different playing in the house. Cause like, you know, one of them would be listening to, you know, ska or like metal or stuff like that. I had another sister that'd be like all pop all the time. And that like slowly blended into like some R&B. And then I had another sister that was just like, you know what? Forget all of you. I'm gonna listen to like Tupac. And you're like, dude, you're 11. You shouldn't be listening to Tupac. But then, like you don't know that as a kid. So it's like there's like a lot of music from like I would say 97. I would say like from 97 to like 2006. There's just like a lot of music that I was exposed to before I even hit high school. And I feel like it's not until like you get like those influences in like junior high where you really start to figure out like what your like taste of music is.
Or like what you kind of identify with. I think it's a mixture of like you kind of go through puberty, you get like the teenage angst, then you find that thing where it's like, this is me, gets me,
this is my lane. Oh my god.
No, how far?
I'm sorry, mama.
What's the?
I never funny. Meant to hurt you.
Looking when I like went back through all these songs, like now I understand more of the lyrics. Whereas before, I think I was just saying it and like not understanding what was saying it, like not understanding what they were saying. But I just enjoyed what like the songs like sounded like. How far was your age gap with your siblings?
So my brother's 16 years older than me.
Oh, okay.
And then my oldest sister is 8 years older than me, and then my second oldest sister is 4 years older than me.
Interesting. So that's like a wide, like really big, pretty good age gap. So their music was like really got a good mixture
all
of it,
over the place. Like, and then like my mom listened to like 70s and 80s. My brother listened to a bunch of 80s, early 90s stuff. My sister listened to like 90s music, and then my other sisters like late 90s, early 2000s. So it's like I got like a good like influence of music, which.
And you saw them when they were in their teenage angst years, so like music was like life.
Yeah. Yeah. I can't tell you how many times I heard Chingy's Right There growing up, man.
That's hilarious. Freaking because of that, I think a lot of kids in my school, and I'm gonna say myself as well. I said "they're" as part of my vocabulary for that year.
Dude, literally for that whole year, it's just like, hey, what's that right there? Not like right there. But like right
you're
there.
like, oh, stop. We need to stop. I can't. We don't.
Dude, no, I had a guy in junior high use that type of language just like normally. And like my teacher would like call him out like all the time. Like, hey, no, it's there. THERE. He'd be like, no, it's there. THURR. I'm like, no.
I think like it's like an accent thing, because I think like Chingy's from St. Louis, and that's just how they pronounce it.
Yeah.
Like it's not a whole thing, you know. But like for us being like from the West Coast, and that's just we say there.
Yeah, what's that right there?
But when right there dropped though, when that happened,
when that movement happened, when Chingy was a thing, like damn.
I don't even think it was like a movement. It was just that album. I can't tell you another Chingy album.
I couldn't even tell you, like, I'll be honest with you, like, I know that album. I couldn't tell you more than like off the top of my head, I couldn't tell you more than like 3 Chingy songs.
Holiday Inn. That was the next banger.
One Call Away.
I don't know. I don't remember. Like I know. No, I don't. Probably if you played it.
Yeah. And then you have the joint with Tyrese.
Damn, there's a Tyrese song. Oh, okay. I remember that.
But like I couldn't name you another song.
Damn. So last week we did our top 3 2010 to like 2019 albums. John, you gotta let me know what's your top 3.
Dude, I don't know if I can do a top 3, man.
Okay.
I struggled so hard.
Top 3 and your close honorable mention. 3A and 3B.
I don't even have a 3A and 3B. Like I have like so like I have this, so there's albums that like I listen to like during that time that like are really good. But then like part of like my list is like what albums do I listen to now? Like what albums that
like
came
that kind of stuck with you?
Yeah, that kind of stuck with me that like I still go back and listen to.
Okay.
Like I literally have like 14 like honorable mentions that like I had to like
I have a lot of honorable mentions.
I had to like
Not
whittle
even
down
funny.
through like 14 that like I can even remember off the top of my head, and that's not even including a lot of genres that I may have missed or like artists that I may have missed. I can only get down to a 4.
Okay.
And I will tell you, I actually had a top 3. And then like just before we started recording, I was like, oh wait, I have another album I need to include. What am I gonna do? So I have a top 4.
Okay.
In no particular order.
Okay.
You know, I feel like I'm cheating the system a little bit by having a 4th, but you know what?
You're so passionate about it that you're like, Lee, I can't just have a 3. I need to include this.
I need to include
I
this.
refuse to make a 3.
So in no particular order, I have Late Registration by Kanye West.
Nice.
Really solid album. Every song on there is re-listenable in my opinion.
I like all the skits on it too. Like
Dude.
it had good skits.
Dude, I still remember the Little Jimmy skit, man. Oh man. Such a good album. Such a good album. I have it on vinyl. You can't see it, but it's right there.
Is the Little Jimmy one where it's all like, my dad got so many degrees.
He took my
You know
degree.
Yeah, he took my degree. You know what? If we're homeless and we're cold, you know what's gonna keep me warm?
That's right. Those degrees.
And like the way it goes, like it transitions into like the other shit was really good. Okay, so Late Registration.
8701 by Usher.
Ooh, okay. You really Usher's on your top 3? I didn't expect that.
Usher's in my top 4, man.
So what songs are
But that has
in
like
that?
You Got It Bad. You Don't Have to Call.
You Remind Me.
You Remind Me. Like
those are solid Usher songs.
It's a banger of an album. And like
so
I will tell you, I had to like decide between like I wanted to include Usher because like Usher's like one of the first people I listened to that got me into R&B. And I feel like that's going to be the case for a lot of people.
Yeah.
So I had to decide between that and Confessions.
I was gonna say, I was like, damn, I didn't even know the name of that album. What's it called?
Confessions?
87?
Oh, 8701?
No, 8701? Okay, but those got the bangers though, so.
Yeah, but then like Confessions has like Burn, like Caught Up,
Confessions.
Confessions, Part 1 and 2.
Yeah.
But no, I like, 8701, like I go back and listen to it because like most of that album is really solid.
I think I've never listened to that whole album completely, but all those songs that you just mentioned, like You Remind Me, You Got It Bad, I definitely still listen to those songs, like just those songs. Yep. So I guess you got to give the album a shout. But Burn and Confessions are really good too, though.
Dude, Burn.
And I feel like that made them like stratosphere, like
okay.
That made Usher like
Confessions took him to a whole nother level.
Yeah, there you go.
But like I like go back and listen to more songs from 8701.
Yeah,
than I think Confessions.
Same. I think when I think of like early 2000s, like like You Remind Me. What other songs other than You Remind Me and You Got It Bad?
You Don't Have to Call.
Yeah, there you go. See, like shit like that. Like those were solid Usher songs.
I mean, it's such a good album. Like, even like Can You Help Me is actually a really solid joint. Like, I Don't Know with Diddy. With Diddy has one of his better features. Like, it's such a good album. You should go back. You should go back and listen to it. You should go back and listen to it. Okay. And then these next two, I probably listen to more than any other album from this era, and which is why like I had such a hard time whittling down to like a 3. It's Linkin Park's Meteora.
Ooh,
such a good album. I probably know every word of that album, like from beginning to end.
What are like the popular songs on that? Because I'm pretty sure like I know the singles.
So a lot of people will probably say Hybrid Theory is like their better album, but like Meteora has like Breaking the Habit, Faint, Numb.
I was gonna say I think Numb's like when I think of Linkin Park, I think of Numb.
Yeah, that's like.
And they're like based out of LA too, right? They're like SoCal guys.
In the End is another one off the album.
Oh, In the End is a classic.
Such a good album.
Oh, I just think of like when MTV used to just always show music videos. Like I always remember the In the End music video.
Yeah, dude,
that's a really good song.
You know what? I misspoke. I think In the End is Hybrid Theory. I had to go back and check. But like, dude, Numb, Breaking the Habit, Faint. That's what I was thinking of. Faint.
Oh, okay.
But Somewhere I Belong, like Don't Stay, like. Dude,
Somewhere I Belong is another good one too.
Such a classic album, man.
Shouts out remember when they did the feature, the encore with Jay-Z?
Oh, dude, Collision Course, man. Collision Course. I almost put
Was that a whole ass album? Jay-Z and Linkin Park did a whole album, or was that just like a song?
It's like an LP.
Okay, so just like a couple tracks.
It's like six or seven songs that like there's like mashups of their hits. But I remember being a kid and like MTV like actually like had like they like performed a concert together with Jay-Z and Linkin Park.
Yeah,
and I had like
remember seeing that
like
too.
every time I was on MTV, like I'd stop what I was doing and I'd watch it like as a kid. Cause like, dude, I was like at that point like I was like a pretty decent Jay-Z fan, but I was like a huge Linkin Park fan.
Yeah.
So it's like you got the best of both worlds, and it's like the Numb and Encore's like mashup is like really really good. Like still has like listening power now. So it's like, damn. See, that wasn't even that's not even in my honorable mentions, and it's still a good album. But I will tell you, probably what's number one is "Man on the Moon" by Kid Cudi. I like struggled with this one because like technically it's 2009.
Yeah, I mean it's there. It's the cusp of like 2000s. Like, I'm gonna give you that.
Yeah, it's like because like 2009 is really the cutoff.
Yeah.
But like I spent a lot of time listening to it in 2010, so I struggled with making sure like if I wanted to include it on this list or what we talked about last week. But I mean, it came out in 2009. I can't not talk about it.
You gotta say it.
I have to mention it, dude. Such a good album. Such a good album.
Soundtrack to My Life.
Soundtrack to My Life.
Day and Night. Day and Night's on there, right?
Day and Night's on there. Man on the Moon by itself. Cuddy's Own. Soundtrack to My Life. I can keep going. Even like my least favorite song on that album is actually pretty solid, which is Make Her Say.
Oh, that's a good song. What, really? That's your least favorite song?
It's like the most commercialized song that he has on the whole album.
I thought it was like it's clever how it's like it's about blowjobs, but like,
I mean it is, but
but like it's kind of like the Weeknd song, the I Can't Feel My Face.
Yeah.
And like it's like popular, but it's all about coke.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But
Kid Cudi has a solid verse on Make Her Say though.
Dude, everybody on that song has a solid verse.
Yeah.
I mean Kanye's that's like vintage Kanye in my opinion. Common has a really solid verse.
Yeah, even Common does. But okay, I like your shit, man.
But those are my four. I have a bunch of honorable mentions, but I'm gonna
Me too.
reserve my listing honorable mentions until I hear your top three because I have to hear this.
So in no particular order as well, but I think for me.
Oh, hold on.
What's up?
Gotta go back.
Okay.
Not Late Registration, College Dropout. Not Late Registration, College Dropout. Because I said Late
College
Registration.
Dropout.
College Dropout's my pick, and I think I said Late Registration.
Yeah, you said Late Registration.
Wanted to clear that up before. College Dropout is my pick, not Late Registration.
Are the Jimmy skits in
the Jimmy skits are in College Dropout.
Okay, see, I missed those. But on Late Registration, it's the broke, we ain't got it.
Yep.
Like it's like those. Yeah. Okay. College Dropout. College Dropout was fun. We were flip flopping the skits.
I had to like make sure I corrected myself before getting to your list because it would have ate at me for at least a little bit.
Yeah, it would have been a big like I would add like edit disclaimers like College Dropout.
Just dub my voice in, be like the College Dropout.
Yeah. Okay, so my top three in no particular order. Since we're already talking about Kanye, I chose Graduation.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, for the 2000s.
Good Life, Stronger.
Yeah, freaking Good Morning is
Barry
on there.
Bonds.
Oh, Barry Bonds is hard. Everything I Am is one of my favorite songs.
Really good
Big
song.
Brother is really good, where he kind of like really goes in about his like relationship with Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Flashing Lights.
Dude, Flashing Lights,
bro.
One of my favorites, man. It's not a very long song.
No, it's not, but it's really good. Can't Tell Me Nothing.
Can't Tell Me,
bro.
Is Can't Tell Me Nothing on that album?
Yeah, it definitely is. Can't Tell Me Nothing is hella on the album. And then Stronger is on there.
Dude, hold on. There's another. There's another song.
Stronger's on there.
Is Touch the Sky on that album?
No, that's Late Registration.
Because Diamonds is on
Late
Late
Registration.
Registration as well.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, Drunken Hot Girls is a really solid song.
Yeah, that one's hilarious.
Oh, dude, Homecoming.
Mm-hmm.
Homecoming. One of my favorite songs.
Yeah, and you know, just Kanye. Okay, so during that time, I feel like I low-key feel the whole Drake and Kanye thing is definitely just a marketing ploy, because during this time it was graduation, so it was 50 Cent versus freaking Kanye, where 50 Cent dropped Curtis, and it was like, oh, who's gonna win on like record sales? And it was pretty much the same marketing tactic that they use for Drake for CLB and Donda.
Yeah,
you know
but I don't remember 50 Cent like actively going like taking
Yeah,
shots
but,
like
like,
Kanye.
It wasn't. It's like it's '08, dog. Like it's different. Like there wasn't. They didn't have like They didn't get at each other on like MySpace. I think it was just more like media. It was a different kind
But there wasn't
of
like. But like, there's like features like even like when you go back to listen to like sneak disses in like the 2000s, like they're still there. Like 50 could have hopped on any one of G Unit songs and made like a slight jab at Kanye if he wanted to. I don't necessarily think it's the same. I do think it's a very similar tactic, but
I get you. I think maybe there was more drama in the Drake and Kanye than the 50 Cent and Kanye, but it was definitely like they're gonna drop it at the same time. Who's gonna have like more record sales? So there's like a battle or like a versus kind of.
But dude, I can't name you a single song on Curtis.
Yeah, me neither.
But I can. But we just named every song off of Graduation.
Yeah, I know, because Graduation's a whole moment. Also, shout out to Shutter Shades. That was a whole moment.
Shout out to Shutter Shades. Dude, I had a pair of Shutter Shades.
Yeah, same here. Freaking, I think my cousin gave me some.
They like did nothing for you.
Yeah, you really did. You thought you looked cool for 2008 standards, but then after that, as from a like a practical standpoint, you can't see shit. It's just
it's just like blocking your vision the whole time.
They had the glasses where it's they had like the shutters on top, but then the rest of it was like regular sunglasses, so you could actually like see. So that goes to just Kanye influencing people in Graduation. But speaking of 50 Cent, I put Get Rich or Die Trying on my 2000s.
I have that as an honorable mention for me.
I mean, In the Club, 21 Questions. And I think, so when I go back and think about it, that was kind of like one of the first albums that I was excited to get, I feel. Like In the Club dropped, and then after that there was just like, I remember just like watching MTV and like they're telling a story about like, oh, 50 Cent got shot like 9 times, and then you keep on hearing like all of the PIMP is on there. PIMP. 21 Questions. I think I keep on hearing on there? It. Yeah, I think so. So I was like, damn, those were like one of the first albums that like I bought, I think.
Dude, I grew up next to some Samoans. I would play that album all the time.
I definitely got when I got this one, it's like 2003. I'm probably like 9 around there. So like I'm not even 10 yet. So I think I got like the censored version, but it's really good. I mean, Many Men is on there.
Dude,
that's a really good song.
Wish Death Upon Me.
Patiently Waiting with Eminem. That shit.
Huh? It's a good album. It's a good album.
Yeah.
But it I don't know how often I go back to listen to it.
I don't go back and listen to Get Rich or Die Trying. I go back for some songs on Graduation. Then Food and Liquor is my third one. Oh, so shouts out Lupe.
Dude,
I think for Food and Liquor and Graduation, it's kind of like, when I think back about it, those are like getting those CDs, and then after that just having it in like our car. I would just have like, because in my dad's car we would just have like all like the CD changers and stuff. So Food and Liquor and Graduation were always on there, and like I just remember like going to school and like listening to that shit. And then I think it's just more of like a sentimental thing, where like I just always had it. Like I lived with those albums, you know, like I would go to basketball practice, go to class, come home from school, and like I would always listen to at least Food and Liquor and Graduation. Even like Get Rich and Die Trying was one of like the first albums that I had, and then I had it like in the car too, and I would always like listen to it. But honorable mention, I gotta put honorable mention, because I'm pretty sure the first album that I ever like had my parents buy me because I don't have money as a child,
Fair.
so I didn't buy it myself. Um, but the first album that I ever got, and I was like, "Yo, buy this," was Nas's Godson.
Dude,
So
a shout, man.
I was flipping between Godson and Get Rich or Die Tryin', but I think as a cultural impact, Get Rich or Die Tryin' was more cultural impact. But Godson had Made You Look, I Can, Book of Rhymes, The Cross.
Dude, it's a good album.
It's a
a
solid
really
album.
good album.
And like right now, like when I went back to listen to it, I understand more things. There's like one song where he goes in depth about like the Wu-Tang. They had like a Wu-Tang and Biggie beef. And then, like he talks about it. So like now I kind of get it because I understand of like who those other artists were.
Yeah.
But back in the day, like I had no idea. It was just like good songs, you know? But yeah, so those are my three, man. Get Rich or Die Tryin', Food and Liquor, Graduation. I got a lot of honorable mentions though. Freaking
Bro.
the 8 Mile soundtrack.
Dude, the 8 Mile soundtrack. I have the Marshall Mathers LP on there.
Literally all of Eminem stuff.
Dude.
So Eminem show and Encore in the 2000s.
Dude, even what's the album called? Oh my god, what's the album called, man?
Which one?
Because it goes the Slim Shady Show, which I think is '99. The Marshall Mathers LP. There's a album in between the Marshall Mathers LP and Encore.
Really? Is there? Oh no. Okay, here you Google it, then I'm gonna tell you more things about things that I liked. You know what we always have to give a shout out to is Chronic 2001.
Oh, dude.
So just the whole aftermath tree of what is it?
You said it, the Eminem Show.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, the Eminem Show and freaking Encore. Freaking Toy Soldiers. Did you like Toy Soldiers? Were like one of my favorite songs ever.
Because that came out and it had Proof was like D12 was in it.
Oh, freaking D12's album! I remember buying D12's album too.
Purple Hills, man, or Purple Hills, however you.
My band was hilarious.
My band, oh my god, dude, dude, literally anything Eminem touched was amazing. Like the two, like the two.
I think
you can argue Eminem was the best rapper of the 2000s.
You could. I was gonna say it would be like him and Jay-Z
and Kanye.
Would you put Kanye on there? Dude, I mean, yeah.
Kanye had three, like,
bro. Our top three was Graduation. You have to.
Dude, I had College Dropout in mine. You had Graduation in yours. Like,
yeah,
you have to include Kanye in the 2000s.
Yeah,
but like
as far as like greatest rappers,
because like,
but freaking, because like all of the Carters too,
dude,
like all the Lil Wayne shit, Carter 1, 2, and 3.
Dude, Carter 1, 2, and 3. Okay, I would tell you, I had a top 4. I had 2 albums that I strongly considered putting in. I had the Black Album by Jay-Z.
Oh, that's good. That's good,
dude. Really solid album. And I had the Carter 3. Because like I don't go back to listen to the Carter 3 a lot, but like every song on that album was a hit.
It's really good. Lollipop was on there.
Lollipop, Got Money.
Mr. Carter, I like. Oh, Got Money was on there. A Millie? Was a Millie on there?
A Millie.
Okay.
Both versions of a Millie. Dude, do you remember the remix to Lollipop?
With Kanye.
With
right?
Kanye.
Yeah, that was good.
I have had the hardest time finding that on anywhere but YouTube.
It's literally only on YouTube, I feel. You couldn't find it anywhere else.
Why it wasn't released. Like, it's such a good remix.
It is a good remix. Freaking. So, like, all of the mixtapes, too, like, going into, like, the later 2000s.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I love, like, Lupe's Revenge of the Nerds was hella good. All of DJ Drama's stuff is really good.
Yeah.
Then, like, underground stuff. So, like, Dilated
Peoples.
The expansion.
Oh, dude, the expansion.
Was it?
I think it was the expansion.
Yeah, wait, hold up.
I think that's all one.
Yeah, something like that. The expansion team, Dilated Peoples. No, expansion team. Blue in Exile, Below the Heavens. Do you know Blue in Exile?
A little bit. You showed me them before.
Yeah. Immortal Technique.
Dude,
Revolutionary Volume 1 and 2. Like, those are things that I didn't get into until like high school.
So like after,
you know what I'm saying? Until like I got the internet, because that was me getting in the internet and just like going deep into like old school shit, or not like old school shit, but like underground hip hop.
Yeah.
You gotta make a shout to freaking so Dilated People. MF Doom, bro.
Dude,
He
MF
dropped
Doom.
Food and
Yeah.
Mad Villainy.
Dude, Mad Villainy. Damn, I totally forgot about Mad Villainy. Dude, on mine, like I have both Stankonia and the Speaker Box
Ooh.
and Love Below from Outkast.
Oh my god.
Both-
You forgot. We
both-
have to mention all of
dude,
Outkast stuff.
dude,
How are we gonna
Outkast.
not mention Outkast?
Well,
stuff?
most of the Outkast stuff came out in the 90s. So you really have Stankonia and Speaker Box and Love Below.
I think I bought which one's Stankonia? Is that the So Fresh and So Clean?
Mhm.
Yeah, I bought Stankonia. I remember getting that one.
Dude,
Miss Jackson was on Stankonia?
Miss Jackson was on Stankonia.
Mm,
But like I had a copy of Speaker Box and Love Below. Cuz I loved like The Way You Move, Hey Ya, Roses.
oh, yeah. Hey Ya was probably, I think, one of like the best selling songs in like the 2000s.
Yeah. That's a really sad song if you listen to the lyrics.
Yeah, no, it is. It's one of those songs where it's really upbeat, but it's actually a really sad song.
Yeah. You know, The Blueprint by Jay-Z, that's 2000.
That I was gonna say. So like, I never actually listened to a full Jay-Z album, but like a Big Pimpin', Hard Knock Life,
Yep.
H to the Izzo,
Yep.
those were solid songs.
I mean, we talked about Confessions. It's a really, really solid album. I have the documentary by
Yep.
The Game. Hate It or
Doctor's
Love It.
Advocate.
Doctor's Advocate.
That's
Wouldn't
the
Get
one
Far.
after.
Yeah. I have Hybrid Theory by Linkin Park. I have a bunch of like rock songs, rock
What
albums.
are like the rock ones?
So like I have like Blink-182's Take Off Your Pants and Take Off Your Pants and Jacket. I have Hybrid Theory. I have Toxicity, System of a Down. American Idiot by Green Day.
Ooh, okay.
I can go From Under the Cork Tree, Fall Out Boy. That's one of the few albums I actually like own.
Okay. I remember watching like just when MTV used to play music videos,
Yeah.
just seeing like the Fall Out Boy music videos were cool. Who played Weezer? Shouts out
Oh,
Weezer.
dude, shout out to Weezer. Shout out to Weezer. Fucking Beverly Hills.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
They're more 90s. They're actually more 90s than 2000s.
Weezer was more 90s than 2000s, but Beverly Hills dropped.
Beverly Hills was like 07.
Because I just remember seeing the fall, because they would like curate it with like rock and like
Yeah.
hip hop. Then I remember seeing like the Fall Out Boy music videos. Then
Yeah.
they would go into like Weezer's Beverly Hills.
I have a couple of Black Eyed Peas albums in my
Oh yeah,
honorable
Black Eyed Peas.
honorable mentions.
Mhm.
Like
The Filipino song drop.
Dude,
Filipino. Shouts out Apple.
dude, shout out, man. Dude, but they had like Where's the Love?
Yep, that was good.
Like, oh man, dude, so many songs. Let's Get It Started.
Yeah. Freaking all of like you got to give shouts out to like Mac Dre, and then E40 dropped
Oh, dude,
the My
E40.
Ghetto Report card.
Oh yeah, tell me when to go,
so, like,
man.
The whole hyphy. Okay, so when that dropped, I'm like in Tahoe, so
Yeah, you're
there's-
close enough.
There's Bay Area influence that would trickle down.
Yeah.
So like the whole hyphy movement was a whole ass thing when it dropped.
Did you go to school and people were ghost riding the whip?
Yeah, no, I was that kid, low key. There's a song called "Dumb in My Backpack." When you
Oh,
go on
dude.
YouTube, it says from the pack, but I think it's actually from like the Headbusters is what it says. But "Dumb in My Backpack" was one of my favorite songs. Fucking growing up, or at least in middle school,
Dude.
I would play that shit all the time.
Dude, I will tell you, the 2000s were like the time for like the one hit like wonders when it comes to like rap. If you're gonna talk about rap and hip hop specifically, because you have like "This Is Why I'm Hot,"
Oh yeah, freaking Mims.
Mims. You have Rich Boys Throw Some D's.
True.
You have DJ Unk's Walk It Out.
Yep. Freaking then like snap music started to be a thing. So then them franchise boys
Dude,
lean with it, rock
Lean
with it.
Rock with it. White Tee.
Yep. And then the innovative genius that is Soldier Boy dropped.
Oh, dude.
Fucking cranked that.
Dude, kiss me through the phone.
But like the formula, I mean, you got to give shouts out to Soldier
Dude, hey,
Boy, because the formula of
Soulja Boy
like
did it first,
getting
man.
hot online, and then after that, like having it become like viral
Yeah,
through like MySpace
dude.
was Soldier Boy.
Soulja Boy's the first to do everything, man.
Then he got signed by like So So Def, I think, right?
I think so. Something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Was okay. So back to like the
Ray
hypey
J's
shit.
One Wish.
Oh yeah, Ray J's One Wish. Chris Brown's Yo.
Dude, Chris Brown. That whole
That's like
album,
one of my favorites.
That whole album is actually really good, and especially for
It is a
someone who
good
was
album.
16 when that album dropped.
Yeah, Chris Brown's really talented. Poppin' was on there. That was good. That I liked. Heart to Heart, I think, was on that album.
Was it Run It?
Yeah, Run It was like the. I think that was the single because Cameron was on there.
Yeah.
Oh, all of Dipset stuff.
Dude, all of Dipset stuff, man.
Goddamn.
Freaking Jim Jones, ballin'.
Oh, then Lil Wayne made Make It Rain.
Oh, dude, Lil Wayne. Dude, Lil Wayne made a bunch of songs.
Fuck.
Wait, that's actually Fat Joe, though, right?
Yeah. It's Fat Joe, but Lil Wayne was on
Oh,
the
dude,
hook.
Lean Back.
Oh yeah. Freaking. Just all these songs,
Dude,
man.
see, it's just a bunch of songs that, like, you come out with from, like, the 2000s, and you're just like, oh, well, shit, man.
I think.
And even, like, individual songs.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know if you remember Brand New by Rhymefest
Oh, I remember that one.
with Kanye
I think
West. And
wasn't Kanye on that?
yeah.
Mhm.
It feels like a Kanye song, but it's credited to Rhymefest.
That's the when Kanye goes, "I'm leaving y'all," like when Shaq left the Lakers
Just to
to heat it up, right? Mm-hmm. Man, but there's like also, so like this is kind of going into like MySpace era ish.
Mhm.
And then that's when I discovered rappers like Bamboo and Blue Scholars. So they're like
Nice.
Filipino.
Mhm.
So Bamboo is based out of like LA, and his Exact Change album was really freaking good. Cause so this is like, so growing up, you're used to like all the artists that we mentioned, right? Then after that, once like the internet happened, and I was like, oh man, this guy's like Filipino and he's rapping hella good. So like Bamboo, and then he had like a group called Native Guns. That was him and Kiwi, and like there was like two other Filipino rappers, and I was like, damn, these guys are hella fucking good.
Damn.
So like they're based out of SoCal, and then after that, Blue Scholars is Seattle based. The rapper's Filipino, and then the guy that makes the beats, I think he's like from the Middle East or something like that. I don't know exactly where, but really good, man. Like that shit
Dude,
also
when
was
you showed-
very
when you
much
showed them to me, I
on
was
my
like,
iPad.
damn.
Freaking MySpace songs, bro.
Dude, there's so many songs that we could talk about from the 2000s. I keep like randomly getting like random songs like in my head because like you talked about Dilated Peoples earlier, but like Live on Stage, like
Yup.
that was a song I listened to a lot. I can go through a bunch of like white rappers if we really wanted to. I'm not going.
I
mean, other than
freaking
Eminem,
but in the 2000s though,
like Bubba
Mike
Sparks.
Shinoda. Oh,
Bubba
there you go,
Sparks?
Sparks. Paul Wall.
Paul Wall, dude. I was listening to all those songs by Nelly.
Yeah.
Not a
Freaking-
white rapper,
I was gonna
but
say
like Nelly and the Saint Lunatics, like Hot in Here,
Country Grammar.
Country Grammar, Grills.
Hot in Here. Yeah. Girls is funny. Hot in Here was the whole moment too.
Dude,
I
it
think I was
was.
like in fifth grade. You know what? Okay, so like the Hot in Here music video looked hella freaking cool, right?
It did.
I think all of these songs and like music videos growing up gave me horrible expectations of what to expect at a club.
Oh, dude.
And I finally got to go to a club.
Dude.
Because really, in the music videos, there's like a million girls to like one dude. But when you actually go to a club, it's probably mostly dudes.
It's a million dudes to one girl.
You got to pay for cover. They never show that. Drinks are pretty expensive. Then when you go on the dance floor, the floor is all sticky. Like it's definitely not as fun as what
No, it's not.
what the music videos portray.
It's a huge disappointment.
It's just I mean it is what it is. I guess you
mean-
could make it fun, but like it depends who you go with, but
You have to
for
have-
the most part.
But
yeah,
like, you're
that's
not
true.
going to the club by yourself. Like,
Yeah. No, you're not. It's good. You go with a good group of friends.
Yeah, you
but
have to, like-
it's definitely
yeah.
if your expectation is like what the music videos are, you're gonna be
Yes.
highly disappointed
So-
in your life.
really, unless you've got money to make that a reality.
Yeah. Then after, I don't know if I would ever actually like blow that much money at a club. You know what I'm saying? Like
You should.
I don't
You should
know.
do it at least once, man.
Well,
Take
I
out
don't
a
know.
loan to do that. Man.
Fuck that. You're crazy.
Be like, I'm gonna have one.
But damn,
I'm gonna have
I
one
liked
night.
your picks though.
Dude.
The Linkin Park was a good shout.
Dude, such a good album. Such a good album. Dude, there's probably a lot more albums that like I'm not even thinking of that I should include.
Mm-hmm. What was like your first CD that you think you ever bought, or I guess like album that you were like, damn, I really want to go get it?
So okay, I will tell you the first CD I ever got, I didn't pay for, was Meteora.
Oh, okay.
Like my sister got it, and she's like, I don't really listen to Linkin Park. I was like, oh, I'll take it. And that was like the first CD I ever had. I think the first CD I ever bought. Oh my god, dude.
Or it had bought in for you because like we're kids and we don't have money like that yet.
Dude. Hold on, I'm gonna look this up because it's like I remember it because
for mine, I think. Well, I think it was Nas's Godson, but I remember getting the Too Fast, Too Furious soundtrack, and I think that was the first uncensored rap song, like the first uncensored rap CD I ever got. And then after that, once I started hearing the cuss words, I was like, oh! And then like I was in the car with my dad, and then
your dad was like,
not even though, because like he's from the Philippines, so I feel like a lot of the rap lyrics just go over his head. You know what I'm saying? So, and he didn't mind too much like the cussing because I would play that Too Fast, Too Furious soundtrack a lot. The only time that my dad was all like, "You can't listen to this shit," was I borrowed a Tupac's Greatest Hits album from my friend, and then after that, it was on. I put it in the car, right? So,
did All Eyes on Me come on?
No. I don't know what he listened to, but I'm assuming he listened to Hit 'Em Up.
Oh.
And my dad is like, "You give this back to your friend. You can't listen to this."
Damn.
Well, okay.
That's way more exciting than my first album. So the first album I ever bought for me was actually. This is gonna be a shout. I don't know if you ever heard of him, but Craig David, Born to Do It. Dude, 7 Days. Fill Me In. Oh, dude.
Is it just like songs?
Well, there's a couple of songs, but the album's Born to Do It.
Oh, that's stupid. That's a dumb way to describe it. Is it just songs? Yeah. Is it like soft rock or like
no,
pop?
Dude, no, it's like R&B. He's like a UK R&B artist.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, dude, you ever heard What's Your Flavor?
No.
Oh, dude. Bunch of songs. Yeah, dude, this came out in like 2000, and I was like, I saw the music video to Fill Me In on MTV, and I was like, oh man, this is really good. And I had like really started listening to Usher in like 2000, like 2001. Nice and Slow was one of the first.
Nice and Slow is one of my favorite. I think I had a cassette. I don't know if it was Usher, but I just remember Nice and Slow being on that cassette tape. I was like, I think that was like my first introduction to like R&B like that. You know who we didn't give a shout to that was really good is Destiny's Child.
Oh, dude, Destiny's Child, Beyonce.
Yeah, freaking
Survivor.
There you go. Because I think Say My Name was like late 90s.
Say My Name was 90s. Bills is the 90s.
Yeah.
Survivor's like 2000s.
Bootylicious.
I think that's Destiny's Child.
That's 2000s.
Yeah, that's 2000s. Is the song they did for Charlie's Angels?
Yep, that was on there.
Is it Independent?
Yep, Independent Women. That was on there. I remember that, like, I forgot what that album was, but I remember buying one Destiny's Child album. Yeah, I remember getting one Destiny's Child album and think that was on there. Freaking, that's when Beyonce became solo, and then Crazy in Love.
Oh, dude, Crazy in Love 03.
That was like the start of like Beyonce's trajectory once she left Destiny's Child.
Yeah. Oh well, I mean, she started dating Jay-Z.
True, it was like around there.
Because they did Crazy
03 Bonnie and Clyde.
Oh, dude, 03 Bonnie and Clyde. They did a few songs together.
Yeah, I mean, you honestly though, like, dude, in the 2000s, you gotta give it up for Beyonce.
Dude,
Irreplaceable.
Dude, Irreplaceable. Oh man, dude, so many songs. Was Halo?
Yeah, Halo.
Oh man. Dude, Ring the Alarm is a really good one by her. But like, okay, so we mentioned giving shout out to Beyonce. Another person we need to give a shout out to is Mike Jones.
Oh, shouts out Mike Jones.
Dude, shout out to back then, dude. Mike Jones had a whole year. I feel like he had a whole year to himself.
Yeah, I would say too. That was a moment. I remember all the kids in my school would be like, "Who, Mike Jones?" Like everyone,
like, who?
Like to a
Mike
point
Jones?
where it was so annoying.
Dude, I had a friend that tried to call 281-330-8004.
Oh, shouts out you for knowing.
Dude.
Fuck.
Dude, back then. But yeah, dude, he called it, and like it went to Mike Jones's voicemail before Mike Jones got a new phone.
They like I think I forgot something, but they had to like permanently erase that number, like whatever carrier that was. I think there was an interview where like Mike Jones had to talk with like the actual carrier or something, and then like that I don't know, like that number doesn't exist anymore or some shit like that. Wait, so when he called it, like it was like, "Hey, Mike Jones here. Sorry,
I don't remember.
Please leave a message."
I don't remember, but like I just remember he was like, "Yeah, dude, it was his voicemail." I was like, "Oh, no way." Because it was like Houston had a huge moment, I would say, in the 2000s, because you had had Mike Jones, Paul Wall, Slim Thug,
Chamillionaire, Ride and Dirty,
dude, Ride and Dirty, like one of the most popular songs.
I think like
Sound of Revenge, dude, Sound of Revenge is a really good album.
Yeah, that really is. The South, like I mean, Little John, we can't
like the East Side Boys
mention the 2000s. Like Get Low was a whole.
Yeah. Oh, dude, Yin Yang Twins.
Yeah. Ti, all the Ti stuff dropped. Rubber Band Man.
Dude, I think Rick Ross first came out in like 0809.
Around there, because every day I'm hustling.
Dude, T-Pain.
Yeah,
dude,
you gotta
include T-Pain, man.
In the 2000s, you're right. You couldn't get at one point. You couldn't not hear a T-Pain on a hook somewhere.
I mean, dude, he literally, his sound is like all over the 2000s.
I think it's getting more into like the later-ish 2000s, like going into like 06, going into 09.
Honestly though, like Epiphany is a really good album by T-Pain, because Buy You a Drink, Bartender.
Because I'm in Love with the Stripper on that.
No, I'm in Love with the Stripper is a different album.
Oh, okay.
But like, I mean, we have like I said, Bartender, Buy You a Drink. There's a song he did with Shauna called Backseat Action. That's actually pretty decent. So many albums. Do you know there was a remix to Buy You a Drink with Kanye West in it?
I think there's a. Oh, really? I don't know.
Yeah.
I forgot. There's like one remix where I don't know what it was. Maybe it was like I'm in love with the stripper, and then like there's just so many.
Dude, I forgot.
Mike
Jones is on. I think Mike Jones is on the actual song, or he's on the remix.
On the remix, I believe it.
Damn, dude.
Man, I mean, I think like then the South really started to like take off too, though, with like all the snap music.
Dude, all the snap music, dude. Them Franchise Boys,
and all the like the different.
Dude, Sierra, when Sierra dropped.
Oh man, bro. I don't know. Do you think how would I think what influenced me a lot with like the music? I would say like how I dress now, like low key, was influenced by like Lupe, Kanye, and like Pharrell of like kind of like how they dress. Definitely influenced me how I dressed back then.
You don't have some Billionaire Boys Club?
I don't. I have Bape stuff though. I would still definitely want to buy like Billionaire Boys Club.
Dude,
see, I
so
think
expensive.
I'm still like influenced by it. I remember getting ice creams.
Oh, dude, you got ice creams?
Yeah, they had them at like but it was like the ones that they sold at like Champs and stuff. It wasn't like the crazy looking ice creams in the Drop It Like It's Hot video. So shouts out.
Oh, dude,
Drop It Like It's Hot
shout out to Snoop Dogg, dude.
Yeah. But yeah, I think like how I dress was very, very influenced by the music that I listened to.
Dude, I feel like when I normally dress, I dress like I'm in like a '90s grunge band.
You think so?
It's all flannels, like faded jeans, all kinds of like other stuff. I feel like I'm just like I feel like I'm either dressing like that or I'm dressing like. Oh, dude, I don't even know, man. I don't even know, but like, dude. There may or may not have been a moment in time where all I wanted to wear were Adidas and Nikes. Scratch that. It's Nikes. Because I remember being a kid and wanting a pair of Air Force Ones because the song that Nelly dropped, Air Force One, came out, and I was like, damn, dude, I remember one of the pairs that Murphy Lee was rocking was like, oh man, I gotta have one of those.
I think I didn't know that was about shoes until I got older. When it dropped, I just thought they were talking about planes the whole time.
No, dude. No. I don't know if I ever thought that, because like my neighbor, like I had a neighbor that would always rock a pair of Air Force Ones, and like I remember sitting outside one day, and he was like, "Hey, have you heard that song about the shoes I'm rocking?" And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "Oh man, dude, Nelly dropped an Air Force One song with the Lunatics," and I was like, I didn't know what he was talking about. I had heard the song. I didn't know that's what he was talking about. So he starts playing it, and I was like, "Oh, that song!" And I'm like maybe like 9 or something like that when it comes out, and I'm like, "Damn, such a good song." But like,
do you think?
But like, I asked for. I remember I asked for a pair of Air Force Ones. I was like, "Don't give me anything else. Just give me a pair of Air Force Ones." And like, I got like a solid like all white pair.
I think those are classic.
And
those are classic.
Dude, but I remember not wanting to go outside with them on.
Yeah, because then I think that's everybody when they first get their all white Air Force Ones. Then they do the duck walk. You're like, dude, I'm not trying to mess these up, and you walk all weird.
Yeah. Or like you're waddling a little bit because you're trying to make sure you don't step on anything.
Yeah, and like you don't want to crease like the front. You want to keep it like all crisp.
Yeah, you want to keep it all crisp so you're almost like stomping in a way.
Yeah, those are. I think I still have a pair of those, and I think I'd only wear them if it was like a very, like I know I'm gonna be inside the whole time. I'm not gonna move around too much. I'll only wear them like if I know I'm not gonna walk around too much. Because
you do not wear those to the club though.
No, you definitely don't, because the floor is sticky. You'll get like freaking all kinds of drinks on it. It's gonna be a whole ass mess. Shoes, like. You go. This is a nice dinner. You know, that's what you wear them.
You go into a kickback where you know there's someone there you want to impress.
Yeah, and like you're not gonna try to walk around too much. You don't want to.
You're gonna be posted in the same. You're gonna be posted in the same spot.
Yep. Tim, do you think Nelly got a check from Nike after that? I bet you he didn't.
I don't think so.
Damn, that's messed up. They should have.
He should have got.
Because I bet you.
Yeah, I'm sure they made a bunch of money off of that.
I bet you they did, man. That's crazy. Run DMC also did a My Adidas thing. Dude. That was a whole ass thing.
Yeah.
You know, I'm surprised that there isn't. There probably is, but I can't think of just a whole song dedicated to just Jordans.
No.
You know what I'm saying? But like Jordans is definitely referenced in a lot of rap songs.
Oh yeah.
But there isn't just like one song that's like about Jordans. But I don't know, probably. I'm pretty sure there is. I just can't think of one.
Do you remember? Do you remember the Pack?
Yeah. Oh, the Vans.
Yeah.
Shouts out Lil B. That was when
Lil B, the bass god. Dude,
that was when he was a Mirror Bass Mortal. Oh, okay.
Dude, that song that you made me listen to, the FKD song, hilarious, dude.
So for those of you who don't know, Lil B made a song called F Kevin Durant, and it's hilarious.
Dude, it's hilarious, but it's low key catchy at the same time.
It's high key catchy.
It sounds like a song Soulja Boy would have released in like the mid 2000s.
Definitely, because I mean, Lil B that was more like 2011, and he would just make so many songs. Like it was crazy. But
he released like 2 mixtapes like a year or something like that, right?
Dude, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Do you remember Soulja Boy's back to shoe songs? The I Got Me Some Bathing Apes.
Yes.
Yeah, that's another solid shoe song. I think that made, because I already liked Bape, because I remember seeing like Kanye and Pharrell wear it. But then the I Got Me Some Bathing Apes drop, and then that really made you want to get some Bapes.
I didn't hear that song till after.
Oh really?
I
remember I was like in the midst of it. I only have like, when I went to Japan, I got a Bape sweater, but they didn't have like the OG like Bapestas though, because I think the Nigo's gone, so it's different. Like the person who owns it.
Yeah.
But like the Bapestas though, which is pretty much an Air Force One, but with the star.
Nice.
Those are, one day I'm gonna get those for sure. Dude, one day.
Go on like eBay or something. I'm sure you can find
you can go on like StockX or some shit.
Dude, but they're like hella expensive on StockX.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know if I want to drop that much on a shoe.
Why not?
Because it's just a shoe.
Dude, what's the most you would spend on a pair of shoes?
Damn. I don't know, man. Like honestly, I don't know. Like for like a Bape, man, I don't know. Like it's not in. Like I feel like because it would be like $1,000 or something to get like a Bape, and I don't think it would be
an OG Bape. Like you probably
yeah, it's or like the Bape
OG.
Fizz or something, or
Yeah.
like maybe in like at least more than 500. And I don't think it's in me to buy that much for like one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but if you
Oh,
really
no.
want to stunt, like
But I don't know if I would wear them. I think I would just get them just to have them, just to be like, damn, these look cool. I would probably wear
Put
them
them-
like
put
kind
them-
of
put
like
them
the
on
Air Force
display.
One, where I would like wear them sometimes. Yeah, you could like kind of be like an art thing.
yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I think if I'm in that tax bracket, we'll see. But I don't know. It even still, I think I would hurt my soul a little.
Hey,
spend
you know,
that much on
you know,
shoes.
you'll probably get a nice little tax return in January.
I think the most I've actually ever spent on shoes though is probably like 150
So
for like a shoe. Maybe for like actual like basketball shoe, something like that.
So I think the most I've ever spent on a pair of shoes is 180.
Mhm.
I got them on Flight Club,
Mhm.
and they're the I think I showed them to you. They're like Air Maxes, but they're in the Dodger blue,
Yeah. You showed me. What was your type?
the high tops. So nice.
Yeah. Man, that's crazy how like hip hop kind of also like from that stems so many other like subcultures,
Yeah.
you know?
I mean, I will tell you though. I think the one big thing about like if you're gonna talk about hip hop and rap specifically, it had such a huge like influence on you know just a lot of culture. Because like I remember being a kid and watching a lot of basketball, and like you see Allen Iverson like head to toe and like just
Yeah.
like all the drip, and then like
Honestly, like all the songs or like all the artists that we mentioned and stuff, I feel like AI kind of embodies that era too.
Yeah.
Of like the bling bling hip hop era, like AI was like that's what that was.
yeah. Dude, I totally agree. But like, the just to see all the influence that hip hop had, and like the NBA, even though the NBA never really like played into it, like, because like you can go back and watch like promotions from like the 2000s, and it's still like a bunch of like Elvis and like other like white people that like they're trying to appeal to. When you probably could have expedited a huge movement just by, you know, embracing the hip hop culture that was blending into the NBA at that time.
Yeah. It was more like counterculture in like the early 2000s
Yeah.
still. Whereas now it's like popular mainstream culture, I feel.
I see, but I feel like it had a lot more of an influence than people tend to realize.
Mhm.
Because like, if you go back, if you go back, like like with like Kanye was wearing the shades that everyone at one point wore.
The shutter shades.
Yeah,
Shutter shades.
shutter shades.
Okay. Yeah.
Like, there's like a bunch of dudes that like would rock like NBA jerseys, and like people like a lot of people like at least when like from what I remember growing up, like a lot of people wore jerseys, like just as like casual wear,
Yeah, that was the thing.
like shoes,
Even like NFL jerseys too.
even like NFL jerseys. Like I can't tell you
Yeah.
how many Michael Vick jerseys I saw.
Bro, yeah, freaking as far as like attire, I remember wearing just like sweatbands,
Yeah.
you know?
Oh, dude, sweatbands just like on the like by itself, like
And like wristbands, and like
Yeah.
you're not gonna play basketball. That's just what people wore.
yeah, you're not gonna play basketball. Like I remember like there like I had neighbors that would wear like baggy pants because like that was like the style, or like
Yeah.
or like the shirt was probably a little bigger than it probably should than you probably should be wearing, but like that's like a thing. Like it was like a huge thing, and like I feel like part of the reason why we can name so many songs from the 2000s because it honestly played such a huge factor in culture just in general that like you have like all of these albums and you have all of these influences, and like we can talk about like how like popular grills got, how everybody at some point wanted a grill, or like talked
Yeah,
about,
or
like,
they
put
got
the
their
foil-
gum wrapper.
the gum wrapper put there, or like or like I knew like some dudes like would put like foil to make it look like even more legit. Like
There's I just remember being like kids and fucking around like that or messing around like that. But that's true though. I think. Do you think because like our generation kind of grew up on that, like pretty much from all of the songs that we mentioned in the 2000s, and like that's the reason why like hip hop culture is more mainstream or more like acceptable because we've all kind of grown up, and that's kind of more of the norm. You know what I'm saying?
I think so. I think because of how prominent hip hop was in the 2000s, and then how prominent it's like kind of maintained
It still
itself
is.
over the last like couple of decades. Like
Yeah.
I do think that has a lot to do with like I think a lot of its staying power has to do with the fact that like we grew up with it, and a lot of people grew up with it.
Yep.
And as we've grown up with it, like that's kind of what our tastes are.
Yeah.
So and then like because that's what we listen. That's a lot of what we listen to. That's a lot of what gets played, and then that's where a lot of influences are created, and it just creates this like continuous cycle. And it's this like continuous like okay, here's the next set of rappers, or here's the next set of rappers.
Yeah.
So it's like it's like you can like hear like a Kendrick Lamar interview, and he talks about like Eminem, and he talks about Dre, and he talks about like West Coast rap and how much that influences him, and then there's a next set of sorry, go ahead.
We got to shout out DMX real quick.
Dude,
out of all of DMX's stuff.
All of DMX's stuff.
All of DMX.
How can we forget about DMX? Fuck.
Just because it's so much. We apologize for all the people that we missed because we know we missed a lot.
There's gonna be a lot of people that we missed.
Yeah.
There's gonna be a lot of people we missed. Like we mentioned Soulja Boy, but I'm sure there's a rapper or two that we're gonna forget.
We definitely did, or even just like songs too.
Like, dude, even like slower songs. Like, do you remember Lloyd?
Oh yeah, I remember Lloyd.
Dude.
Mm-hmm. Was he signed to Young Money?
I think at one point he was. I don't think when he dropped. I don't think when he was like super popular he was. But dude, Drake's So Far Gone. That's like what 09?
Yeah, I think that you would put that there like with the Kid Cudi thing was like kind of like on the cusp of that.
Best I Ever Had, dude.
Yeah, I remember that was like Drake's first like viral hit. I feel.
Yeah.
I remember hearing it and someone was like, "Yo, who's this?" And like, "Oh, it's Drake."
Dude, I remember hearing Replacement Girl. With that's him and Trey Songz.
Yep.
Dude, Trey Songz, another person that should probably get a shout.
2000.
Yeah, but like I remember hearing Replacement Girl on I think it was either MTV or BET. Cause like growing up they were like right next to each other when it comes to like channels. I remember hearing that and I was like, oh dude, it's not that bad. And then like a week later, Best I Ever Had dropped, and Kanye did the music video, and I was like.
Kanye directed the Best I Ever Had music video?
Yeah, Kanye directed the Best I Ever Had music video. You didn't know that?
Really?
Yeah.
No, I didn't know that. Nuh-uh.
Yeah, dude, look it up. Look it up. Kanye directed that whole music video.
That's crazy. That music video is just titties.
I mean, dude, it really is just titties and ass. Like,
damn, I didn't know that. Shouts out Kanye. See, man, I'm telling you, it was all just a marketing ploy. They made up, didn't they? Kanye and Drake.
I think like fairly recently.
Yeah.
Like a week or two ago.
Damn. But yeah, no, but the 2000s music definitely influenced all of us.
Yeah.
Even just like not just for me, a lot of hip hop, but even like the rock songs. I think just when MTV always used to show music videos, that's what I knew. You know what I always wanted to go to was like the MTV Spring Break stuff. You remember seeing that?
Dude, I remember watching that as a kid, being like, "Damn, that looks like so much fun."
Yeah.
And then like by the time I got that old, they like didn't do it anymore.
Yeah, it was different.
It's different.
But yeah, man, freaking
dude.
It was nice reminiscing with you from all these 2000s albums. Bro.
So many, really and honestly, a lot of our conversation was a lot of like hip hop, and there was a lot of hip hop and rap. Like we could go into R&B, we can go into like pop even.
Yeah, I mean, we started off with Mariah Carey, bro.
Dude,
it was,
but
the Emancipation of Mimi.
I mean, but there's like so many other albums that we could. There's so many other albums.
Okay, freaking all of Aaliyah's stuff.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
I would not have been happy if we finished this without mentioning Aaliyah.
Yeah, we would be remiss if we did not mention Aaliyah. Rock the Boat.
Dude, Rock the Boat.
If Get Up and Try Again.
Dude,
right?
Yeah, dude.
That was really good.
Like all the stuff that she did with Jet Li. Like, the movies that she was in. Like, honestly, if she didn't... rest in peace to Aaliyah. If she didn't pass away, she would probably be bigger than Beyonce was. or is, I should say.
I see that. I hear that. Yeah, man. Those are just like it's sad. Those are like those what ifs of like what their career could have been. You know. I mean, Aaliyah was in movies.
Dude, are you that somebody? Before. 1 in a million.
Mm-hmm. 1 in a Million was like one of my favorite.
Yeah. Are you that somebody? Like, oh my god, so many good songs. So many good songs.
Come Over.
Dude, Come Over. Dude, dude, how can we talk about the 2000s and not talk about Rihanna?
Yeah, well, Ponder Replay was the first Rihanna song I ever heard.
Yeah. And then you had Umbrella. Like, oh.
Was Umbrella early 2000s or like going into like 09?
I'm actually looking that up right now.
I feel like that's going more into like 2010s. But Ponder Replay for sure was
like,
early 2000s.
Dude, no,
or like
dude,
a little
Umbrella's
later
08. Umbrella's 08.
08, okay.
Don't Stop the Music. Dude.
She was a...
Disturbia?
Rihanna was signed to Rock Nation, right?
Yeah.
It was her and like Tierra Marie or something like that.
I think so.
Yeah, but Rihanna clearly just
dude
skyrocketed.
Oh yeah, dude. Most of Rihanna's like popular music came out in like the 2000s. Cause like even
like when she first started out, yeah. But like I think she really blew up in 2010s.
But like even like Rude Boy was 09. I mean,
yeah, Rihanna did really kind of pop up there. I just Ponder Replay, bro.
Just Ponder Replay, man. But I think like Good Girl Gone Bad was like the first album that like put her like in a whole different stratosphere.
Okay, so now we got to mention Neo. So
we have to mention Neo. Oh, dude,
Mario.
Oh, dude, Mario. Let Me Love You.
Yeah.
Dude, I will tell you a song I listened to not too long ago. Do you remember Plies?
Yeah, I remember Plies. Is it the one with him and Neo? Is it Bust It Baby?
Bust It Baby Part 2? Yeah. That like randomly came on and I was like, damn, dude, this is a shout.
I remember seeing like I don't know if it was like a YouTube comment, but like I guess Plies is kind of short and they're all like Plies is like 5'2" with Jordan 1s, 5'3" with Air Maxes.
I actually didn't know that. Oddly enough, I didn't know that, but
it was something like that.
Damn. Dude, so many good songs, man.
So many good songs.
We could talk honestly, we could talk for another hour.
We really could.
We really could. We could talk for another hour talking about like all like music that from the 2000s. But again, it just goes to show like how much of an influence that has had.
So. It was very good. But so thanks for everyone for listening on this. Tell us what your favorite 2000 songs are. We just went through a plethora of just reminiscing about old ass songs.
Do not be afraid to let us know which ones we missed. Because
we definitely missed some.
There are a lot that we missed. So do not hesitate to let us know. Like, do not.
Freaking yeah! Tell us your favorite songs from the 2000s. All right, man. We love you guys. Thanks for listening. Peace out.
Take care.